why not? I really enjoy the day. It is one of those dreamy days where everything is going our way. And I'm excited because I spoke to my niece. And as I was speaking to my niece, Sky, who lives in New York City, I was like, hey, I can gather information from her. I can gather information because I am speaking to girls her age next week, next Friday, and I'm so excited. So, as a motivational speaker and as a smart person, I thought, hey, this is a perfect time for me to gather information. Because I always talk about sourcing information. Life is about gathering information. And so as I was talking to my niece, I said, hey, I'm going to be talking next week at my high school to girls her age. And as a speaker, I don't go into any place where I'm speaking like, hey, I know what to tell you. I like to solve a problem. And as a speaker and as someone who was a teenager, I know there's points during our adolescence where we may not feel confident. And really, that's what we spoke about because my niece was so upbeat and she was so happy and she put on her lashes and did her makeup so beautiful. And it was a complete opposite from, say, the previous 6 months when school had just started. So I said, what led to this newfound happiness? You're so happy and uplifted and it's so nice. And she's showing me pictures about with her friends. And she was like, well, I stay suited and booted. And I was like, yeah. The first thing to confidence is feeling good about yourself. Feeling good about yourself. Like I feel good when I love my red lipstick. I love my red lipstick. I don't know how well it's showing because the sun's not really on me. Maybe I should just shift so the sun is right on me. Let me do that because then there's a bit more shine and I love to be glowing in the sun. Hello, cool Aaron. And so let me, cool Aaron, we're gonna shift this around so like I'm right in the sun. Is that better? Okay, let's see. I think that works, right? That works. I'm gonna move this over. I have this beautiful like throw. I am fantastic, amazing, and always getting better in the moment. I mean, why not? So let's do it like that. And loop this through like so. How's that? I think that's good. That's good. I think that's good. We need a little sunshine, we need a little sunshine. And I am the perfect person because to feel confident is to feel good. This is really what this is about, to feel good. I speak of confidence all the time. I am that really positive person. So if you see me, more than likely I'm going to be happy because why not? Why would I not be happy? Especially, you go out in the sun. I do what makes me happy. And as I was talking to my niece, we were going through this because as I shared, I'm speaking at my high school next week, next Friday, as their motivational speaker. And when I spoke to my niece, who's 14, who lives in New York, I was like, yo, I can just source the information here because I'm going to essentially be speaking to her. And so I said, so what have you done to feel happier and more confident? And she said, well, I always got those fits. And I was like, of course my niece would say that. But that is it. When you dress well, you feel well. And how often, I keep contorting, changing myself around. How often do you just put on your favorite shirt and like feel good? Or you put on your favorite shoes and you feel good? Or that favorite pair of jeans, or that favorite jacket, or that hat that someone gave you, and you just feel better about yourself. And it really reminded me of the simplicity of like confidence is like feeling good, but that often comes from what you wear. And I'm sharing this because often I hear people say, well, I just want to be comfortable. What are you wearing that's not comfortable? Are you wearing broken glass and barbed wire? What are you wearing that's so uncomfortable? But hearing my niece say that, remember to like show up your best. And that just means wearing something you like. If you want to wear something because it's comfortable, it's almost like you've got too comfortable with life. Like if it's to the point where you're only wearing what's comfortable, why? Oh, you like those soft and comfortable things. Okay. No. When you wear something beautiful, when I put on my red lipstick, it's like, oh, watch out for me. Like, watch out. I'm hot to trot, okay? And it's that simple. Instead of, I just always throw this on, well, stop. Throw something else on. Even that reoccurring thought of, I always wear the same thing, unless it's like Steve Jobs, because I've thought about doing that. There will be a time in my life where I will have a uniform, like my own personal uniform. Yeah, because it takes all the guesswork out of dressing. Now, this could probably be a center point of confidence when every day I wear the same pressed white shirt and jeans, or I wear all black, or I wear all white, or you wear that same thing. How that takes the guesswork out of what you wear, and how that really takes a little stress off of you, because some people actually feel uncomfortable selecting what to wear. Like, what am I going to wear? Does this look good? Find a uniform, or only wear the things that you love the most. I only wear what I love. This bikini, I love. I love the green color. I love that I can go in and out of the water. I love that I can wear it as a shirt. I love it. I love it. You will see it often because I only buy what I love, and it makes a difference. There's nothing I bought because it was cheap. In fact, again, as I said, I don't do anything cheap. I don't like cheap. Like, if that's the factor, I don't want any parts of it. It was cheap. Well, if that's the deciding factor, no, for me, no. And that's also a way that I can really weed out things. If someone says, oh, I bought some cheap tickets, I'm already hanging up. As soon as you say cheap, that is, I have like a visceral reaction to this, because it's such a low way of deciding because it's cheap. Well, that means it could be anything. It really doesn't have, if anyone says I got this because it was cheap, it often isn't what they wanted. And again, this is coming back for tips for beauty. Hi, Michael. Are my eyes bright? They should be. I'm wearing my mom's sunglasses. My mom has always had like a beautiful style, and she's always loved tortoiseshell sunglasses and very big, and my mom always wore a beautiful red or like red orange lipstick. And these are things that are beautiful for me. And I'm stating this because when we incorporate beauty as we see it into our daily lives, life becomes beautiful. You feel confident when you have something that you're proud of. I'm proud of this lipstick. I love this lipstick. Hey, Denise, what up, what up, what up? I love seeing my hopefuls. And Denise, otherwise known as Mindset and Manifestation Coach, which in my head were like best friends because I do love all of my TikTok people. And I feel like this is why when I come on, I'm so happy. I love to speak, first of all. However, I really love the community that I found. I really have attracted this tribe and I love it. And me and my niece talked about that because for my speech in my high school next Friday to motivate these young girls, as I was talking to my niece who's 14 and lives in New York City, I was saying, how do you feel happy and confident? What do you do? And she said, well, it's also, I feel good because I have a good set of friends. And it was like the opposite at the beginning of the school year because picture it. Remember when you were in high school? Remember? I know everyone remembers high school. And being in that uncomfort zone of coming, you're no longer a child, but you're in adolescence and you're growing into your body, and there's often puberty and maybe awareness of your home situation or socioeconomic status. All of these things start coming together around high school. And then add acne, making friends, showing up authentically, fitting in, peer pressure, all of those things. And I remember it quite vividly, kind of. I really didn't have that much of a problem because I thought people were dumb. So I was like, I'm not going to listen to you. You can't pressure me into doing anything. And so what my niece was sharing with me was that since she found these friends, she feels so good. And I said, yeah, but you didn't have them at the beginning of the school year. And there was that discomfort of, will I ever make friends? And what I found is, especially because I've traveled and moved so much, living outside the country, different states, all of my moves have been at least 4,000 miles. Yeah, or 5,000 miles between that. When I moved to Hawaii, someone said, Hope, do you know anyone? And I said, no, that's the best part. And it's the best part because I don't know anyone. No one knows me. There's a freedom to that. There's a beauty in how I show up because sometimes we're just showing up so people do not judge us. Especially if you're in a place like your hometown or a place where everyone knows you, maybe you want to show up differently. Maybe you want to dye your hair. Maybe you want to change how you show up. Maybe you want to dress like a goth anime character. I don't know, but that fear, because everyone knows you, you won't do it. I find when I move somewhere, I get to like recreate myself. And there's such a beauty in that. But oftentimes, individuals who've never done it see that as you're not being real. Well, what's real? Maybe my realness is just because this is how people know me, and I don't want to step out of that. And I found a real beauty in the sense of being able just to recreate myself, recreate my friend group, recreate how I show up. And my niece found that after some time, after starting high school, she started to attract different personalities, which became friends. And that's my belief. My belief is we attract our tribe. We attract our tribe, meaning that if we choose to show up as ourselves, parts of ourselves will spark in people. And the beauty of that is they gravitate towards you. Oh, there's something similar about me and this person. Maybe we both like watching this type of movie or doing this type of activity or like geometry class. But if we choose not to show up as ourselves, then those friends really aren't friends. They don't actually know you. I feel like teen is the age people need to learn about confidence to have a smooth life. That is way too heavy for a young person to respond to. Like, yeah, that sounds like an adult is saying that. Sure. However, here's the other thing, especially as a speaker. And this is a call in, not a call out. It's always a call in. It's always love. Share that with the young person. Share that you need to learn confidence to have a smooth future. First of all, even the element of confidence is something that has to be learned and taught and experienced from lack of, possibly. Secondly, if you're 15, you don't know what a smooth life is. If you're 15, you only have 15 years, which is, let's say, give or take 12 conscious years of knowing life. So even that is quite a load for a teenager to even understand, because confidence really is learned when you don't have it. Meaning, you know happiness because you were sad. It is a part of this process towards life, through life. Furthermore, I don't ever want a smooth life. My life is perfectly navigated for me. What is smooth? What I can handle, most, I would say the average would not. So I share that to say all of our perspectives are true to me. Everyone's perspective is true to them because of how they've lived life in some way. However, having that space to what we call mess up, fail, not do it right, and as an observer, because I stand as an observer and a consultant, I'm never telling you what to do. I'm there to say, oh, okay, I'm here when you need me, tap me in. Tap me in. What's up? What's up, Carlton? Any suggestions how to navigate families, navigate thinking with my life? Live your life. Live your life. There is no way to navigate it other than the way you want to navigate it. If you're asking me what I'm going to tell, I will tell you quit your job and do exactly what you want to do. I don't know if that's right for you. It's right for me. I don't know if that's right for you. But I can promise you this. When you allow yourself to make and trust your decisions, your life is there for you. Meaning, what's up? Oh, it's raining in Georgia? Well, that's why you have the nice sun. I'm here to give you some sun, honey. Getting to the point where, here's the thing. I don't care what anyone has to say about me or my life, but that comes from confidence of trusting my decisions, confidence of trusting my decisions, confidence of saying, I don't want to go to school, I want to travel the world. Okay, wow. Confidence of I want to travel the world, but I want benefits and a 401k and somewhat security, but freedom of time, freedom of movement. That's how I became a flight attendant. I knew what I wanted. I knew what I didn't want. And I went from there. I never said, what do my parents want? What does my sister want? What does my boyfriend want? What do my friends think is the best job for me? They don't know, you know. But it takes you actually making decisions, feeling good about those decisions, and then continuing because you feel good. I made a great decision. All my decisions are great. That's what I say. I've learned from all of them. There is no failure. And I would know. I would know. As I shared, I'm speaking for some girls at my former high school. And this high school, I was in this specialized accredited program for math, engineering, and science and AP courses. I was in this program from 7th to 12th grade. I was this person. I was always talking. Socializing was school for me. I didn't even walk with my class. I learned. I was always the smartest in the class, and I didn't even walk with my class. What's up, Meg? I learned. That's something that I carried for the longest. But guess what? That is the centerpiece of me speaking to these people at this high school. So what? 20 years later, do you want me to name all my accolades? The accolades are there because I said, all right, that happened, but what else am I doing in life? That's not there to stop you. If it's stopping you, you're not learning from it. Nothing in life is here to stop you. Everything is here to say, you got it in you. Come on, let's go. Well, I've burned as well too, but I do have some, hold on. I do have my sunscreen, which I reapply all the time. I always reapply sunscreen. I have burned. I've burned. I burned once when me and my Colombian friend went to Dominican Republic, and they had delicious mojitos. This is back when I was drinking. This was years ago. And we went, and maybe it was happy hour, but we went and got mojitos, and we had like not flautas, tostones and camarones. And I drank so many mojitos, I passed out on the chair like midday at noon. I passed out. This is why I no longer drink. So I passed out. I was in DR, and I was dead in the sun, not dead. I was in the sun for like 5 hours, and I woke up like, oh my gosh. And we were both peeling my face, my chest, my arms, my back. It was disgusting, but it was worth it because those mojitos, I like put extra mint. They were delicious. They were delicious. So the burn was worth it, but sunburn is terrible. Yeah, it was terrible. And then there was another time I drank too much. Tequila. I think I was somewhere in Mexico. Oh, I took my sister. Here's also why I'm so confident. I do really cool stuff. My whole life has been incredible. When my sister graduated college, my little sister, I said, I'll take you on a trip anywhere you want to go. So I probably set aside like $10,000 or $15,000 so we could take a week somewhere where she wouldn't have to do anything. Like, you want that? I got it. You want to eat there? I got it. You want to shop there? I got it. You want to stay in this hotel? I got it. Like, I'm the coolest sister and auntie. Yeah, I like that. So anyway, I said, when you graduate college, I'll take you wherever you want. And we were supposed to go to Belize. But because I was a flight attendant, we only have the seat open. If a seat's open, then we can get on. So I think the flights were full. I said, well, we'll meet in, because where was I living? I think I was living in London by then. Yeah, I was living in London by then, I think. Anyway, we met at SFO. And I said, go look at the board, the departures board. We have our suitcases. We'll just pick somewhere and go. And we ended up going somewhere in Mexico because I used to spend the whole like winter in Mexico. So we went to Sayulita. I think this was in like 2015, 2014. It might have been Tulum because I wouldn't go back to Tulum. The last time I was there was around this time. So it was between 2013 and 2015. I wouldn't go back to Tulum. I already knew, well, 10 years ago what it was turning into. So we went and we stayed for a week, and I love a bike. Why? It's just too touristy for me. If there's Americans there, I'm tending not to be there. However, if it is really on the radar, then I'm not going to be there. I'm too cool for that. I go to the cool places that you get to like 10 years later. Exactly. That's it. That's me. So I love a bike. And our casita or hotel, because I don't like to stay in one place for the entire time. If I'm there for 2 or 3 weeks, every 3 to 5 days, I'll find a different space and we'll stay in a different space. So I get a taste of like different places. Maybe one's an Airbnb, then the other's a boutique sustainable hotel, which I love. Maybe one is right in the city center. Maybe one is by the water. I like to mix it up. So if there's bikes for rent, I'm getting my butt on a bike. I love a bike. I'm always going to be on a bike. It gives me confidence. It gives me happiness. It works out my body. Can we tap the screen and get these likes up? Because I'm in the sun. I got the red lipstick. I got the sunglasses. I'm telling you these wonderful stories. Come on now. Let's tap screen, please, and thank you. What's up, fabulous lady? What do I use on my hair and body? Just my energy and goodness. What's up, Paulina? I'm glowing. Yeah. Do you look fit? Do you do yoga too? I do life. I'm fit. Listen, the body is gorgeous because it's always going to be gorgeous. I don't know what I do, but I do it well. How about that? I do it well. Yeah, keep hitting that button. I do sexy walks. My sister asked me to go to aerial yoga. I dance. I ride bikes. I swim. I don't have anything. Valentine, what's up? I don't have anything in particular. I just move my body, and that's part of it. And it looks good. Listen, I'm that person. I do it to feel good, but I also move my body to look good naked. It's great. It is a great feeling. Let me tell you. Oh boy. Yes, use that as motivation. I want my body to be so gosh darn, oh, you're just like, ah. Yeah, that's me. But anyway, back to Mexico with my sister for her graduation trip. Yeah, moving is good. Moving is excellent. And thank you for sending the gift. I can't actually see what you sent. Did I surf in South America? I did not. I did not. But it doesn't mean I can't still. And I'll talk about South America because I've told the story when I was, yeah, I'm a star, baby. What you talking about? What you talking about? I'm a star, honey. We rented some bikes. This was probably in June, July. We were somewhere in by the beach in Mexico in some city. And we drank like margaritas or tequila, and we're riding the bikes, and the sun was on my back, and I had my little triangle bikini, and then my skin started bubbling up because I'll ride for like 8 hours straight. And it hurts, but I have this story to tell. And that's the story of all the times that I've burned. There's been other times like I'll burn if I'm in the sun all day because I just tan when I go out in the sun easily. But thank you, Pilot, for the 14 roses. And I will stay in the sun all day. So I don't mind it, but I do wear like a lot of spray sunscreen, and I make my own oil because I do like to lay out and tan. I'll take off everything and just like tan, journal, meditate. So those are the times I've burned. But again, back to confidence. I was wearing a beautiful bikini, which I love. I haven't, and I will this year. Okay, thank you for bringing that up, James, because I have done marathons. I've spoken about that. I ran the New York City Marathon twice because I was like, yo, Hope, you did it once, do it again. So I ran the New York City Marathon twice. I've done different half marathons. And I said, okay, it's time to do a triathlon. And then I met a nurse when I was in the hospital with my dad who said, you can be on the team for our relay triathlon. So you can pick up the running portion or the biking portion or the for you, not for me, Valentine. Your words, don't send your limitations over to me, honey. So yes, I will do a triathlon. I definitely will. The most challenging part would be swimming, so I would take up swimming because I believe running would be the easiest, then cycling. Swimming I could do. I love to swim and I've swam my entire life. However, it would be the most challenging. So, the tips with confidence, because I was talking to my niece. Wearing clothes, wearing things that make you feel good. When you see me, I typically have on some sort of gold. I love a big earring. I love a red lipstick. I love, these are my mom's sunglasses. I had mentioned I love this bikini. I don't wear things just because it's around or just because it's cheap or just because it's comfortable. I only wear what I love, and that shows. That shows. Because when you just wear something because it's there, that shows. Wear things that you love. Move your body. When you move your body and you feel good in your body and your body is without pain and your body is without restriction, you feel good. I love swimming. If you didn't, I would love to teach you. Okay, no, I don't need to be taught how to swim. I'm a better swimmer than you. I am trying to raise your awareness, darling. Don't. So when we wear these things that allow us to feel good, when we show up feeling good, when we show up with our body in its best position, condition, transition, it shows. It shows. Because I see people who say, my knee hurts, my arm been hurting, I've been taking all these pills, my toe been hurting, they got me on this medication. Man, that's a terrible way to go. I send energy healing to you because I can understand that's frustrating. That's frustrating. Thank you for the roses, Vibranium 432. And when I spoke about attracting your tribe, we do attract our tribes. We attract those that see us. This is also known as a friend. We attract those that want to be in conjunction with us. But that means you would have to show up in your honest, authentic self. Thank you for the 50 roses. I love that. You could do 120. 120 roses is impressive. Like when a gentleman does that, it's like, wow, 120 roses? Okay, yes. And earlier this week on my live, I spoke of confidence while dating. And I thought of this. I always say, thank you, Paulina, for continuing to like the live. Thank you for getting me over 4,000 likes already. I love my hopefuls. I always say a grand gesture has to be done. I am confident enough. Also, I'm confident with myself. I love my time with myself. I love speaking. I love my brand building. I love the things I do in my life. So I'm not searching for someone to be and I'm in conjunction with me to do that. Love driven, and I enjoy my space. And I say that because I've said on my lives, it takes a grand gesture to get my attention. Like, oh, Hope, you're so pretty. I would love to take, that's not a grand gesture. I won't see that. And I understand because on this app, this is something different. Like this is the only time you would see me ever. Because I would probably be traveling or at a speaking event or preparing for something. So outside of that, there are very few people that would come in contact with me that wouldn't be travelers or in these spaces. And it takes a grand gesture because I know my worth. I love myself. I like my company. And I know whatever I'm next to will increase in power. So I know if I'm next to you, oh, whatever you're doing is just going to take off. Because of that, I'm very selective. And to do a grand gesture will take a certain person. A lot of understand, most of them ain't you. Okay? Because I really do enjoy my space. So that grand gesture, which they do come, will allow me to see you. The other thing, and this is confidence with dating, I'm not doing anything to contact you. So if someone doesn't contact me, I won't even know because I'm not even going to contact you anyway. And I'm sharing this because that's what it would take. I'm speaking about speaking at my high school because I am so excited. Like this is such an incredible feeling, especially as a professional speaker. My TED Talk was huge. To me, this is on the same level as my TED Talk, speaking at my high school and giving back to my community and being recognizable because I was in this community and I walked down those aisles and I know what happens. Therefore, and this is to the gentlemen, because only gentlemen come to me, unless you actually make yourself known, I'm not reaching out. Here's the other thing. If I don't want to be in contact and you do reach out, you just would not hear from me. And I share this because it takes a grand entrance and a great energy, which is there to hold my attention. And I say that because knowing that makes it very easy for what will hold my attention. I'm not in a space where my attention being taken away from speaking or my other endeavors is worthy of being directed towards a gentleman that just may not be of standard. Does that make sense? And I say that because I see some of these things about communication within courtship or dating, and that makes it very easy for me. I am not worrying about a call. I'm not thinking about a call. If I enjoy talking to you, I will pick up when you call, but I wouldn't be calling anyway. I'll respond to your message, but I'm not sending out that initial message. I do believe I will always mirror behavior and really don't care until I do. So if someone wouldn't call, it just wouldn't affect me. And even if someone attempted to play a game like, oh, I won't call you for two, I would easily say, oh, I can double it, or you just wouldn't hear from me again. It makes it very easy. My energy is easily then directed to something that is worthy of that attention, right, Marlon? Doesn't that make sense? And I knock people's socks off. There's the other thing. I know. Okay. As I said, someone said, "Hope you are. Let's go to Vegas and get married." And I said, I know I have that. I have that response from a lot of people, and no, like it sounds great, but I would never get married in Vegas, and I don't see a ruby. So back to tips for confidence. That was a part of just confidence and showing up. I'm never, thank you. I'm glad you agree, as you should. And I also just assume everyone loves me. Here's the thing with confidence. I'm never going somewhere and assuming everyone hates me or I'm not wanted or they don't want me there. Let's continue to like this live and get it up 1,000 so people know I'm proud that it wasn't just think positive, it was if you feel sadness or if you feel the weight of loss, feel it, release it, journal it, cry, go for a walk, go talk to someone, go to therapy. We've been attending grief group therapy, my sister and my mom. These things are available, and I constantly speak about this because often, and I've said, I want to be the poster child for grief because we don't speak about them. There's this huge fear of someone dying close to us and us not being able to handle it, us not being able to get over it, us not being able to feel that pain and sit with that pain and never coming back to normal. I am here to tell you, you can go through it. Thank you, Marlon. You will. You have resources. Grief is an incredible teacher. Grief has taught me my ability to love. Grief has taught me my ability to accept. Grief has taught me my ability to have resilience in what that looks like in that moment. What's up, Jay Hill? And grief has really shown me elements of me that I was ready to learn. And although it is a challenge, I didn't say it was bad. I said it's a challenge, and I use that word purposely. I'm meticulous about my words as a speaker because a challenge is for you to overcome. A challenge is for you to, listen, Mario, it keeps getting better. Thank you. A challenge to grow into and grow from and grow with. And I share this because I have seen all of the beautiful ways that I have support and that I am supported, and how if I need to sit with that feeling loss, sit with it. Sometimes it's meant for us to feel that and cry and sit in that space and hold that space and then release it. It will go. And how beautiful that is as the healing process. And I share this because sometimes the feeling is, I don't want to cry, I don't want to feel that. No, it's actually the opposite. It's for us to feel, it's for us to cry. That actually sets off a chemical reaction in our brain to begin a healing process within our body. And I share this because I am fully in that cycle, and I share about my journaling. If I'm feeling anything, I'll journal it. What am I feeling? Sadness. Why am I feeling sadness? My father's death and his loss. Okay, that's acceptable. Cool. All right, feel that sadness. I feel it, and if I cry, and then I let it go. It's not, no, I don't want to feel that. Also with the grief therapy, also with just going out for a walk, just opening a window. Sometimes when life creates these lessons for us to learn from, we just get stuck and stagnant. I don't want to get out of bed. Actually, the person would want you to live. I remembered that. In fact, I told my mom, I said, hey, sure, pain with a purpose, or I always say this, I'm calling you in, not calling you out, Mario. A lot of these one-liners are like, they sound great, but what does that even mean? Like, what does that mean? Because pain has a different meaning to everyone. Although it has a set definition, each and every human being has a different thought and feeling of what pain is. If you say pain to one person, it may be the heartbreak that they suffered from a divorce, whereas pain from another person may be physical pain when they were in an accident, whereas for another person, pain may be from not being understood or trauma. So I share that because if it can often be broken down into like a universal thought or just described, the absorption is easier. if that makes sense. So that's exactly what I've learned through that. And yeah, I am positive because I had shared with my mom, my dad's birthday is on Good Friday. I said that, look at that. That's Good Friday. That's his first birthday since he passed away. Take that as a sign. Someone's not saying have a bad Friday. They're saying make this a good Friday. Like, and I even felt this while we were going back and forth to the hospital. The point isn't to come from the hospital and feel whatever I felt and that heaviness and to sit with it and to come in because I'm one of 5 girls. My dad had 5 daughters. Named them up his wife for $40. You're right. That's why I call y'all whippersnappers and y'all rag my blood pressure down. Continue to like the live, please and thank you. With just his blood pressure coming down, and then he would open his eyes and see us and it would come down more. Doing that for people, and we know it. Now, you may not know how just your being on this earth creates a good feeling for someone, but you don't even want to be here. You so tired of life, you tired of this, you tired of that, you break. Tell yourself, I'm doing good, and today, at least for tonight, I'm gonna feel good. I'm gonna let go. I'm going to know that it's all working out. Maybe it's not for me to understand. Maybe that's it. Instead of, why is this happening? Why does this happen to me? Do you really want to know why? What would that answer do? If you said, why does this happen? And something says, because you don't learn a lesson, then what? What are you going to do then? What are you going to do now? It does take a bit of you. It takes your accountability, and it takes you saying, I'm going to choose to feel better because I've just been choosing to feel bad. And it is my choice. It is my choice. I could choose to be like down in the dumps. I am the biggest daddy's girl ever. Oh, it could easily be, I don't want to go on with life. My daddy is gone. I watched him and I saw the tubes. I'm choosing to continue to live a fuller life. Why not? This person put all this love into me so I can just mourn them and not make my life and feel good in the most rich, most abundant, most optimistic way. All of us have people that actually would just want us to live our fullest self. Choose that. Choose that. Because if you truly ask yourself, am I happy and confident? You got to sit with that answer because you are making the answer in every moment. It's you. It's nothing else. It left you. It's not the person that cut you off in traffic. It's not the job. It's not the boyfriend. It's not the girlfriend. It's nothing. It's you. You take radical acceptance over how you feel. When? All it takes is, you know what? I'm choosing to say, I can change. I'm choosing to say, I'm going to see the good in today. I'm choosing to just expect that things are going well for me. Like, I know this is new. I know this isn't normal. I know this is like, what does that even mean? That means today I'm going to expect to feel good. That means today I'm going to expect for every interaction to be positive, uplifting, and beneficial. I'm not going to expect everybody to piss me off. I'm not going to expect that everyone hates me. I'm not going to expect that people are trying to take something from me because they've never liked me. I've been thinking like that. I no longer want to think like that. I'm just going to make a radical, really ridiculous choice to say, actually, everyone gets a pass from me today. Everyone likes me today. That sounds crazy, but imagine what that would feel like if you just went through the rest of the day knowing that no one is trying to piss you off. No one is trying to hurt you. No one is trying to disrespect you because because um, thank you for offering the to apologize for my pain. Um, I don't feel that that's uplifting, and that on a human level, I energetically do not wish that you carry that. Does that make sense? In a compassionate way. Um, and that comes from a deep space of kindness. So this isn't that shifting the energy. This is what this means. Some people call it transmute. Some people call it a blessing. Some people call it emotion of a job, a shedding of a former self. I can take what would be considered negative and shift that into a catalyst for my betterment. Meaning, yes, there's a feeling from grief. I don't label it. However, I can take that because it's powerful and drive it into what I'm doing. So I can drive it to push me to show up more as a speaker or more as a business owner or more as a creator. If that's in the sense where you are a follower of Jesus Christ or Christianity, that would be, I have this thing in life and I give it up to God and I allow God to figure it out or take control for me. That would be the same thing. If it is in a open universal space, that is, I give it to the universe, I accept its universal good. I know that I do not need to be the only thing to support this, and I give it to the universe or creator or fill in the blank. It's all, to me, the same. However, I offer that because we all have a different way of directing when things like this come in. Don't feel my pain. Don't feel my pain. I appreciate it. Just there. Is it just cheap? Is it because if that's the make it look good, I want to tell me how to best live my life. And I will damage your skin. Now, I share that because I think that's helpful and beneficial. However, if it's just given in a way where it is used as, I'm sharing this to add benefit, I don't believe that always adds benefit unless it is requested. As I shared, I am consistent with my sun protection. Also, I'm a sun goddess. You gotta understand, I gotta be in the sun. So you trying to mess up the goddess rays? Not necessary. Also in respects to women, is just allow me to be beautiful without that meaning that you have to act on it. And I share this because as I speak to my niece, these ants are like, I must be super sweet and beautiful because I just keep, ladybug bit me, the ants are getting me on my butt. Thank you. I love my hair too. What's up, T-Dog73? I love my hair. I don't like my hair. I love my hair. Okay. The curls are defined and popping. Let me take off the sunglasses. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do my deep conditioning treatment tomorrow morning. I usually do because this sun, I love my sun bleached hair. It's all a thing. It's this level. It is. It's what I got to do. This is like a part of my real life. I got to keep the curls popping. I got to keep the sun bleached hair. I got to do the deep called in. Hi from North Carolina. What's up? What's up? Where are you from? I'm from goddess level heaven. What you talking about? Okay. Uh, I was speaking about eating good food and how that just makes you feel you eat good food. Like a lemon into my tea. Phone's not getting too hot. But I was talking about, yeah, a ladybug bit me. Um, then an ant just bit me on my butt, but oh well, it'll make my butt a little bigger. To journal in the sun, and I feel best in the sun. I will only live in places with bright sun. Um, and there's no exchanging that. Like, as someone who's lived a bunch of places, I've lived really in the best cities in the world. I don't care about the city if I don't get to see the sun. Like, London was great. It was great. I moved to London at Paris, and then I moved back to London. I was there for a few years, and wait a minute. Oh no. I'm gonna restart my live. I'm still here um, on YouTube. I'm gonna sit out. Thank you for being on my live.